topic that I want to argue or debate about is the death penalty. I recently just watched a series on Netflix. It's called The Trial Case of Gabriel Fernandez. It's pretty recent. I watched like 2 weeks ago. Um, Nonetheless, at the time it was about an 8-year old boy who had um basically his mother and the mother's boyfriend basically they killed him, unfortunately. Um, and long story short, the mother's boyfriend got sentenced to the death penalty. For that to happen, that has to be a unanimous decision. Everyone has to agree on it. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Not even a big fan at all. I don't think it's right or fair in any stretch. I just feel like at the end of the day, you're still human. You still have. I mean, at the end of the day, that person who was sentenced to the death penalty, and was killed by lethal injection, he's still human. So I have like some sympathy for people, even though it's beyond wrong, and it's beyond like just disgusting and just really sickening. I feel like it's definitely something that I couldn't do personally because I feel like I couldn't say, yeah, the reason why this person is dead is because, oh yeah, I agreed to put him into the death penalty. That's just something that I couldn't even really wrap my head around or really sleep at night because now I'm thinking like, man, wow, I really put this person to rest in probably one of the most harmful ways possible. And I feel like even though this other option was life in prison without parole, I would have somewhat been more okay with that because that person still get to live, breathe, talk, walk, and eat, and still, granted, he's not really free, but at least he has, at least he gets to somewhat live. And I would probably, I guess now, I guess I would probably spare his life. I couldn't be the reason I killed somebody. I just couldn't do it. It's not in me. It's not for me. It's just not to me. I don't think that's kind of going extreme. That's not the right thing to do. But I definitely feel like um, the death penalty is pretty like it's pretty cool. Like there's no way around it. Like I said, at least with life in prison, you can still communicate. You can still talk and walk, work out. Granted, it's not the best situation, but I feel like in that alternative or in those two predicaments, one of those two predicaments, you still have a life to live and somewhat be alive.